We're going to start with phishing. I think everybody's heard of phishing. Everybody kind of has a pretty good idea of how it works. Phishing is simply somebody sending an unsolicited email. It may look like it's coming from something else, like a SharePoint or OneDrive for Business, or maybe it's coming from Apple or Amazon. Usually it looks like that. We may find that we can identify them. And I'm just going to come over here to a quick example. And you can see this here. This looks like a pretty legitimate email. You see that you've received a new shared document. It looks like OneDrive. It looks like you've got your OneDrive for Business logo. So it seems like a fairly legitimate, legitimate email, right? And the point in showing this is just coming back to this, that when we look into these things, over a third of respondents say they're not confident that their employees would be able to correctly identify a phishing attack in real time. That means you're going through your day, an email pops up, it looks like this. Are you able to identify this as a phishing email right off the bat? Right?
And Mike, the funny story here. So, True Methods being a Kaseya company, Kaseya has a lot of different types of products under its umbrella, and one of them is a program called Bullfish that helps companies deploy these fake phishing scams to see what people click on. And so they actually use Bullfish internally on us, and we're supposed to be like the cybersecurity experts. And a lot of people here at my company have fallen for these phishing emails. So even the experts sometimes can't tell the difference between these things. We have to be super extra careful with everything.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, the thing with these emails is they are super subtle, right? They don't go in there with, like a hand-drawn logo or anything like that. They're taking their time to make sure these look exactly or as close as they can get to a legitimate email, right? And the only thing that you would probably notice about this that might tip you off is, I mean, first of all, you look at that email address there, right? From update@sharepoint.ms. Doesn't necessarily look like a legitimate. It might be close, might be not, right? The next thing you're going to look at is that subject. If this was a real email, the first thing you would see is it would tell you what document it is, and within this email here, it would also tell you who it's coming from. The fact that this is a pretty anonymous email and is coming to you unsolicited, that should be your major clue that this might be phishing. And when you click on the click here button or whatever not, you're going to come to a site that looks almost exactly like Microsoft's site. The difference is, and I've tried this, just for fun, no matter what information you put into the username and password, it's going to let you in, right? So I've done, I@amnotstupid.com, and password as yeah, right, lets you in, right? Because all they're looking for is that information. And once you've put that information in, it's already too late, right? It lets you in. It goes to a page that may look like a document or, may have malware attached to it. But by the time you put that information in, that's what they were looking for. And it's already too late. They've got that, they've recorded it, and now they can use it.
Another clue there, I think, is the grammar structure in that sentence. So it is said to be important. Not that that's actually wrong, but it's a little sort of unusual, a little bit sort of awkward. So whenever there's wording that's not as flowy as maybe one would expect from a company like this, that's also a giveaway for these phishing emails.
If it looks like they didn't run it through Grammarly, then it may be phishing.